o'clock. He really said that. He was like, oh, please.
I can't get it to focus.
You know, he's in showbiz for a long time. You gotta do it. Anyway, he was voted in Pittsburgh as the best children's entertainer by Pittsburgh Magazine and his mom. And he was also voted #1 drunk in the hospitality suite. Please give a round of applause for Chris Donahue.
That's not true. I was going to bring my rumba puppet, but I couldn't get it out of the cornfield. I need a lady up here. How's everybody doing here tonight?
All right, good.
Are we having a great time here? In our new digs and everything like that? This is awesome. You know, I do children's shows, I also do some adult shows, and I always like to start, and then the kids are always asking questions, and the adults are always asking, how did you get into ventriloquism? Well, I tell them it started when I was a little kid. I used to watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood right before I went to kindergarten. And on this one particular day, he had a ventriloquist puppet. And I looked at it and I said, this is awesome. It's not coming out of a tree or a castle, or it's not coming out of a merry-go-round. This guy's making that puppet talk right in front of me, and I don't know how he's doing it. So I run into the kitchen, because back in the 60s, that's where you found your mom. But I ran into the kitchen actually, and she was in there, and I said, Mom, I need a puppet. She said, cool, why? I said, I'm going to be a ventriloquist. She says, you can't do that. She said, come on, Mom, you got to be a ventriloquist. I need a puppet. I was looking in this book. They got one in there. It's cool. Let's go to the store. She said, we can't. Your dad has the only car at work. Because that was another thing that happened a lot back in the 60s. So she reached into the drawer and she goes, I'm not giving you a puppet until you can prove to me that you will actually sit down and practice and work on this. Because I got a basement full of stuff that you were just going to do every day of your life. So she reached, huh? I know, simple learning. She reached in and she brought out my first puppet. I'm sure you guys had these puppets as well. So I reached into my 8 crayon box, because that's how many crayons we had in that box. 8. But now we got Sharpies. All right, I started drawing on that thing because I wanted a cool puppet. I ran to the school and I picked out that little book that most of you people picked out, Learning Ventriloquism. And I went back to the school, like I did a school show there a couple of months ago. I looked up, the book was still in there. I was the only one that ever took it out. Or that actually signed it. No, we're rocking. That's what I hear. That's what Taylor Mason said. This is the golden era. My first puppet. You can't even see. Well, yeah, you can. So I had to put it on, because that's what you do. So I ran into the bathroom. I ran into the bathroom, looked in the mirror, because that's the only place we had a mirror. So it was time to practice. I told the puppet to look at the mirror. I told the puppet, look at the mirror. And talk.
No.
What?
No.
You do talk?
Yeah.
When did you learn how to talk?
Just now.
How do you do that?
You do it.
Okay.
You're practicing now, huh?
Yeah, I'm practicing now.
What are you?
I'm a ventriloquist.
You're what?
I'm a ventriloquist.
What's that?
It's somebody who entertains people.
You're not that.
Okay.
Right?
No. What are you?
I'm a bag with slag.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay.
I'm a doggy duck. You got it before I said it. Is that awesome? That was my first puppet.
Well, my mother believed me that I actually went out there, and we went and we got. In fact, I wrote a poem all about how. I wrote a poem about how I got into ventriloquism, and it pretty much tells my whole thing. What?
Just do it. You're yellow.
Do it. You can fly. Fly, Parker. I'm gonna bring this guy out. Just do it because I'm yellow. Leah, what's going on, man? How y'all doing tonight? Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. How's it going tonight? I'm getting one. I have to situate myself. Man, did you bring me cracker there? White crowd. Okay. Man, now I'll bring some color into this joint. Yeah, now that's what we're talking about. Now what was you gonna do? You know what, we're gonna do a rap song, huh? That's right, that's what I told you. You're gonna do a rap song. You don't want that yellow light going. It'll be embarrassing to be the first one to do that. Okay, ready? Now you start. No, you start. All right, it started as a hobby. He was just a boy. Christmas time was coming, I was picking out a toy. He didn't want a tutu and he didn't want a glove. I was scanning down a page until I found something I loved. He was wearing a tuxedo, a novel and a hat. The little pimp was styling and I knew he wanted that. He got on Christmas morning and he knew he was the one. Then my mom said, check your other gift to see how it was done. It was an extra burger after teaching Ventriloquist on. I kept him in my room for years to practice by myself. But when he started football, he stuck him on a shelf. Cause I was getting older and some chicks was on the scene. If they ever saw the puppet, it would kill his self-esteem. Now 20 years have passed since my dog ate Chuck. This last on Christmas morning got a new one as a yuck. Now little did she knew the passion started coming back, so he bought a $1,000 one and wrote a little act. You gotta make it look real, you gotta make it funny. Cause if you don't, it ain't gonna make you money. Okay? Right. I hope you like the show and back. I hope you love it. But just in case he thinks, he just blames it on the puppet.